protects the princess from a divided warland. And these two guys are kind of like the C-3PO and R2-D2 kind of characters, but and there's a lot of character references you can link between Star Wars and this movie. So, yeah, this is definitely my favorite Akira Kurosawa film from 1958, I think. I don't know. But anyways, it's a very good film. If you haven't seen it, it is composed by Masaru Sato, and he did a lot of Akira Kurosawa films for him, like Yojimbo and Senjuro, and a lot featuring Toshiro Mifune, this actor. He's a very good actor, Toshiro Mifune. Very intense face. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. I was only after like 1 or 3 tracks from this, but I only got it for like $1 online, so it's a pretty good buy. And it's composed by John Ottman. Yeah, that was only after like the Silver Surfer theme and winning themes that featured the Silver Surfer, because they were the best. And Norn Rad, I think that was the other one I was after. But yeah. I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, it was okay. I wish they had done more to Silver Surfer to give him his own movie with Galactus. That would have been epic. Next one is the 24 soundtrack from seasons 1 through 3, I believe. And there's Jack Bauer. And composed by Sean Gallery. Pretty good soundtrack. If you're like into sneaking around music and whatnot. This is Desperado. Let's see, it has Los Lobos, Antonio Banderas, Dire Straits, Carlos Santana, Gray and his Rayman, Tito and Tarantula. Yeah, very good soundtrack with awesome Spanish guitar, vocals as well. Directed by Robert Rodriguez. Yeah, this is the best in the El Mariachi series, I think. Desperado. This one is Death Proof. Quentin Tarantino, but he uses a lot of music from, say, the 60s to 70s. And, yeah, very good selection of music in here. And one of my favorites is Riot in Thunder Alley. I'm not sure if I can zoom in on that. I guess I can. Well, but yeah, that one and Hold Tight, Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mitch and Titch. Good songs. Crazy movie. Edward Scissorhands by Danny Elfman. Good movie. Good selection of composed music. Yeah, love the movie, love the soundtrack. Anne Hathaway and, well, I can't remember who else, but I really like the music in this one. Classical stuff. Yeah. Move this pile over here. This is one of my favorites, Redcliffe, by Taro Yoshiro. And not all the tracks from Redcliffe Part 1 and Redcliffe Part 2 are on here, but mostly from Part 2 are featured on this disc. And, yeah, I love this movie. It has epic battles, good storyline, and based on the Chinese tome called Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but this is only like one battle in front of countless others that the Three Kingdoms are all linked to. There's Wu, Shu, and Wei in this time period. Yeah, epic naval battles, and, great music. That's like a 10 out of 10 for me. The Dark Knight by Hans Zimmer. Open the inside here. Mr. J. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best Batman soundtracks. Probably not the best. But yeah. Loved it. Gladiator. This one features more music from the movie done by Hans Zimmer. And, yeah. Some of the tracks have dialogue in it, which I was kind of bummed about, but it kind of fits, I guess. Yeah, great movie, great composed music. King Arthur, another one done by Hans Zimmer. Yeah. Long tracks in this one. Good music. Movie. I think they should have done, not just make one movie. They should have made like a trilogy of this instead of cramming it into just one film, but I don't know. It would be much bigger budget, like the Lord of the Rings movies. This is the standard Gladiator soundtrack done by Hans Zimmer. Yeah. This is one of my favorites, Ennio Morricone. Legendary Italian westerns, and he's a very popular composer in my opinion, because you get all that western, spaghetti western type music from it, and a lot of it taken and put into Quentin Tarantino's movies like Kill Bill Volume 1, Pulp Fiction, you name it. Most of it's in here, especially this track of Death Rides a Horse that is featured in Kill Bill Volume 1 when Uma hacks off Sophie's arm. Very badass music. See, Dogtown and Sea Boys, skater type documentary music featuring Jimi Hendrix, Alice Cooper, whatnot. Yeah. Curse of the Golden Flower, very intense movie, and also music done by Shigeru Bayashi, sorry. soundtracks. Just remembering it from my childhood. I had to buy the soundtrack to reminisce on old memories. Yeah. 310 to Yuma. Good western twang type guitar music in this. Done by Marco Beltrami. Yeah, good soundtrack. Batman Begins, done by Hans Zimmer and James Newton Howard. I should mention James Newton Howard in The Dark Knight, because I think he did that too, as well. But yeah. Wayne's World. Just various artists from this one. It's pink background. Yeah. I like the Ballroom Blitz done by Tia Carrere. Is that how you pronounce it? Thank you. The way she does good vocal type stuff in there. Tomb Raider. This is just music from the movie with various artists. I mean, the movie wasn't bad. It was, I don't know. I liked the first movie. I didn't really like the sequel to it. But yeah. This was probably one of the first soundtracks I bought, actually. Back in, like, 2001, I think. Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, done by John Williams. Great music, but crappy acting. You'll hear that a lot if I go by more Star Wars prequel movies. Love the music, but terrible acting. Attack of the Clones, done by John Williams. And The Phantom Menace. I know you guys are probably gonna hate me. I only bought it for the music, remind you. Spider-Man. Just by various artists from the 2003, 2002, I believe. It only has like 2 Spider-Man composed tracks. Unbreakable, James Newton Howard. Very good superhero music in this soundtrack. Love the movie, love the music. And now, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, by Howard Shore. I can't wait for the Hobbit to come out. I've been humming that dwarf song from The Hobbit in the trailer. You know, the one, the Misty Mountains song. I just get that stuck in my head now from the Hobbit trailer. Begging to see more from the movie. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, by Howard Shore. Great sequel to Fellowship and Lord of the Rings. Return of the King, done by Howard Shore. Conducted by Howard Shore. Yeah. They did a pretty good job with those films. The Last Samurai, done by Hans Zimmer. And this has very good tracks in this. Like the Red Warrior and Spectres in the Fog. And I think those are my 2 favorite tracks from this. Good traditional Japanese music in there. The Life Aquatic, Steve Zissou, and various listen to it. Oh wait, let me start this one with Kill Bill Volume 1. Great kick-ass movie and kick-ass soundtrack. That's all I have to say about it. You'll see, or listen to some of the songs by Ennio Morricone. And, a woman named Della Orso, I believe. She's provides operatic background music when that scene you see when Oren's family gets cut down by Boss Matsumoto, I believe. Yeah, you'll hear some vocal stuff, and that's some of the music I listen to as well. It's really cool. And Miko Kashi, she did a film called Lady Snowblood, and that influenced Tarantino a lot to make this. She did the song called The Flower of Carnage, and actually have one of the Lady Snowblood films. I believe it's the first one. But yeah, very close detail and in terms of storyline from that to Kill Bill. But out of both of the volumes, Kill Bill Volume 1 is my favorite because it's got the most blood and action in it. But I think Kill Bill Volume 2 takes it because it has the better build up to the end of the story. And now I believe that they're making Kill Bill Volume 2, but that doesn't make sense to me because Bill is dead. So they'll have to call it something else, I think. Anyway, Kill Bill Volume 2. This has some good songs on it, but this is the soundtrack that got me into Johnny Cash. Because I hadn't heard of him before, and what I was listening to before then was just generic crap. But I hold this soundtrack in high props because it introduced me to Johnny Cash. And the song is A Satisfied Mind when Buddy is rocking back and forth in his trailer and waiting for the bride to enter and shoots her full of rock salt. Such a classic scene in that movie. And another Meiko Kashi, Urami Pushi. That is also featured in Lady Snowblood as well. I can't wait for the sequel. I mean, it's gonna be a trilogy now, I think, because Tarantino was waiting for the daughter of Uma Thurman's character to grow up so that she can take on Nikita from Kill Bill Volume 1, the daughter of Vernita Green, the lady she kills first in that movie. That'll be an interesting matchup, I think. See, two of those girls now grown up face each other. This is from Batman 1989. Danny Elfman. Yeah, very influential main theme in here of the Batman. Yeah, very cool. I love the Waltz to the Death that has the Joker theme in it. It's hilarious. Let's see, Kingdom of Heaven. Music composed and conducted by Harry Gregson Williams. Yeah, great soundtrack and vocal type stuff. music in a big movie. The Nightmare Before Christmas, done by Danny Elfman, and sung by Danny Elfman as well, because he played Jack, didn't he? This actually has some songs on a bonus track by other artists, but I don't know. I like the original version with the original voices. Yeah. Ookie Spooky. The Phantom of the Opera Deluxe Edition. And I can't open this because one of the discs will fall out. I hate that with 2-disc soundtracks because there's always that potential that one of them will fall out and you have to secure it tight whenever you put it back. But anyway, I love all the songs on here. And one of my favorites is The Point of No Return. And when he does the Why So Silent track on the Masquerade scene, and Music of the Night, and of course the Overture, and the Phantom of the Opera single track, and The Mirror. I think those stand out to me the most in this soundtrack. But yeah, a very good adaptation from the original musical. Let's see. School of Rock. A lot of various artists in here. Led Zeppelin to, The Doors, Stevie Nicks, the Ramones, The Who, the Black Keys, T-Rex, yada yada yada, AC/DC. Yeah, very cool soundtrack. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, done by Hans Zimmer. And I like the Kraken, Davy Jones, and two hornpipes tracks on here. Epic pirate music. Princess Mononoke, done by Joe Hisaishi, a Hayao Miyazaki film. The first Hayao Miyazaki film I saw this in 7th grade for my English class. I don't know why we were watching it, but that introduced me to Mr. Miyazaki for the first time, and I absolutely loved all the songs on here. I did a Princess Mononoke mask, the one she wears going into battle. It was a 3D, I can't remember what the substance was that I used for my 3D art class. Anyways, I had lost it. Just a bummer. Wish I had taken the time to find it, but I never could. But yeah, I love this soundtrack. Very awesome. Let's see what. Oh yeah, you got Lady Eboshi and sorry, itching my eye. Anyway, got Nomura Wolf and Mononoke. I mean San. That's her name, San. And Lost World, Jurassic Park, done by John Williams. films. I forgot that he did this. This was actually my first soundtrack, I believe. Because I was way into dinosaurs. Still am. I still am. I think my favorite track from this is The Hunt and Visitor in San Diego. And that's like big T-Rex music to it. Kind of sounds like Godzilla almost. And this is my last one. Once Upon a Time in the West, done by Ennio Morricone. And I think all these tracks are my favorite. Got a bit cracked there, I hate that. Anyway, more influential stuff for Tarantino to use in his films, I think. I think my favorite track actually is Farewell to Cheyenne and The Man with a Harmonica. The harmonica is something I still have my harmonica, but I haven't used it in a long time. I just need to brush up on my skills on that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this soundtrack experience. And, yeah, I will talk to you all later. And yes, I'm still working on my No One Gets Out Alive tag. Probably up to about 10, 15 questions.